Hi everybody, Joel Kennedy with Kennedy Violins. So today's another play-along video, and we're going to be playing Minuet number 3 out of Suzuki Book 1. Okay, so the song has a couple repeats in it, but I'm not going to play those for time. I'm just going to play straight through. So here we go. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so let's talk about a few things with this song. So we are in the key of G major, which means we have 1 sharp, F sharp. So for our finger pattern is going to be high second finger on the G, right? Remember, low second finger touches the 1, high second finger touches the 3. So high second finger on the G, high second finger on the D, low second finger on the A, low second finger on the E, okay? And then our first finger is the same on all the strings, same with our third finger, same with our fourth finger. Okay, so for time signature, we're in 3/4, so 3 beats a measure, quarter note gets the beat. Okay, so now I'm just gonna play it through again, but this time I'm gonna put the metronome on so you can hear what it sounds like with the beat. So I have the metronome on 95, right? And these are quarter notes going by. Quarter, 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 quarter. Eighth notes are gonna be eighth, 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 right? 2 eighth notes per quarter note. So here's the whole thing. Pick up your bow. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay, so that's the song. So remember with Suzuki, they're always trying to teach you something, right? So they're teaching you a lot of stuff in this piece. So let's talk about the things that Suzuki's trying to teach you in this particular movement. Okay, so one thing they're trying to teach you is staccato. So they're teaching you the value of stopping your bow. So in the beginning, we have, right? Those are short notes. How do we accomplish the short notes? By stopping our bow. Okay, Suzuki does this a lot because it's a really important technique for you to get down. As long as you stop your bow, then that's the easy way to play those staccatos. Okay, so another thing that they're trying to teach you is they're trying to teach you the distances between notes and how important that is. The distances between fingers and how important that is. So let me give you an example. So if I start in the beginning, then I have fourth finger. You want to keep that third finger down before the fourth finger. Why? Because you need to learn that that's a whole step between the third finger and the fourth finger. See that? This is a half step. This is a whole step. So you're learning that distance and you're teaching your hand to stretch for that fourth finger so you play it in tune. So keep the third finger down when you play that fourth finger. Now you can pick it up low 2. Now keep that third finger down and reach back for your low 2, right? So now you have a low 2 and there's a whole step between that natural third finger and that low 2. Here's high 2, here's low 2. So keep that third finger down. Make sure that your second finger is low. So don't pick up that third finger until you're done playing that second finger. So reach back. Now reach up for that third finger again. Whole step. Okay, so that's one really important thing. And that figure happens a lot in this piece where you have a third finger followed by a fourth finger. Okay, so there's one other example of that. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, so if we look at the fourth line from the bottom, second line, second measure to the end, right? Third measure. We have low 2, okay, and then it goes to high 2. So this is another thing they're teaching you, right? They're teaching you accidental. So normally our 2s are low on the A and the E. But now they've given us a C sharp, so now it's a high 2. So it's going to be a half step from 3. Remember, high 2s, touch your 3. Low 2s, touch your 1. So if I play the second measure to the end, fourth line from the bottom, here's that third finger. Now touch that third finger to find that 2, right? Reach up for that high 2, touch it with the third, touch that 1, right? So second fingers and the distances between your fingers are very important, and this piece is teaching you the distance between your fingers. So you want to pay attention to, is this a high 2 or a low 2? Is it touching the 3 or is it touching the 1? There is no in between. If you're playing something in between, well, congratulations, you just invented a note. So, whoa, that was bad. Touch, reach, touch, touch, touch. Okay, so I won't talk about finger placement anymore. I think you get the idea. The other thing they're teaching you is to pick up your bow. So, fourth line down, last measure, that third finger, G natural, is a down bow. But wait a second, the next measure also starts with a down bow. So that means that you're going to have to rob a little bit of time from that dotted half, which is usually 3 beats. You have to rob a little bit of time of that to give yourself enough time to retake your bow. 1, 2, 3, retake. So 1, 2, 3. So I would recommend picking up your bow on the second beat of that dotted half note. 1, 2, 3. That way you have enough time to put the bow back, go to the frog, and place it to be in time. So 1, 2, 3. And it happens again. Third line from the bottom, last measure, right? 1, 2, 3. Keep that third finger down. Okay, so what I've pointed out that's probably most important to you is, just to revisit this a little bit, the distances between your fingers. Really pay a lot of attention to the second finger, because if you're a beginner violinist, and you probably are if you're playing this, you have a difficult time playing the fourth finger in tune and the second finger in tune. So really notice the distances between the second and the 3 in particular, and use the third finger, right, to stretch to get the fourth fingers in tune. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, of course, make sure you stop your bow in the staccatos and pick up your bow, rob a little bit of time, right, from that note so you can pick up your bow. Okay, one more thing I'll point out. We have a grace note, last measure of the second line, right? This note is also going to rob a little bit of time from that dotted half note. So pick up your bow, right? So that grace note you can do, or it's whatever makes you happy. The most important thing is that by the time you're done counting those 3 beats, your bow is on the string and ready for the next note. So 2, 3. So 2, 3. stretch. Reach back. Touch that 2. Okay, so that's about it for this particular piece. Of course, pay attention to the dynamics. We have medium, loud, mezzo forte. We have loud forte, measure 17, and then of course it gets piano at the end. Okay, but that's really the highlights. But yeah, this is a great piece. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite ones in book 1. So you guys are gonna have a really great time. So now it's time to find out what our piece is for next week. We're gonna throw a dart at the dartboard of destiny. Dartboard of destiny. Mess that up every week. Okay, as usual, I have my weapon in hand, and we've cleared out all small animals, so we're ready for some minor violence. Okay, here we go. Okay, we have Book 2 Bourrée. So Suzuki Book 2 Bourrée. I think that's a good one. So anyways, next week, Suzuki Book 2 Bourrée. If you guys have any questions, put them down there. Don't forget to like and subscribe, right? Let me know I'm doing something right and you want to continue watching the videos. You want me to make content, right? And remember, I do these play-alongs every week, and I also do tutorial videos as well to help with like technical stuff. So I hope you guys have a good time practicing, and have a great day.